Ladies and gentlemen, please ignore the paper crown that's on his head, because tonight could very well shake the foundation of Overdrive Pride to its core. Jon Moxley finally gets that shot at the United States Championship. Moose finally gets Seth Rollins in a ring, one-on-one. Pride and joy of the galaxy on the line. And so much more on top of that, including the prideful Tag Team Open. Tonight could be a very historic night for the Orange brand as we try to recover from, the disaster that, killed the hopes and dreams of many a creative staff writer 2 weeks ago. We need not speak of this tragedy.
Whatever makes you feel better, bud. Whatever makes you feel better.
And of course, to my left, right, whichever the fuck, as always, is the 2.5G PNG of power, one half of the undisputed Kings of Commentary, Mr. Elias Storm. My name is Stanley Brewer, manager of champions, and, other things I regret. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Overdrive Pride. Elias, I don't need to ask how you're doing, because I already know how you're doing, because when we did Glory earlier, you were doing the whole, evil villain, hand rub and doing the type shit.
Indeed.
But ladies and gentlemen, before we give him more time to gloat, I think we need to get into the card for tonight, because as we've already said, it is going to be a stacked one. Starting out, Jon Moxley, 3-time internet champion, finally getting that crack at the United States title that he fell short of a couple of times, going up against MJF, reeling from a loss against the international champion Miro at Supremacy. Second on the night, the first match in the Prideful Tag Team Open, the winner will challenge RK Bro for their tag team titles. Ace Empire, who is a part of FYEC, Forever Your Empire Club, in Faction Frenzy, they team back up to take on Imperium. Of course, Imperium, as a group, trying to find themselves ever since Gunther lost the Galactic title way back when. Tonight could be a huge stepping stone. And then, what could have been the number one contender for the Unified Internet Championship, Eddie Kingston, will travel to glory one of these days to hopefully, bring the baby back home. But for tonight, gets a match against the man he was set to face before Supremacy in Darby Allin. He lost the privilege to be called Dobby. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, except I do. And then, next up, two of the hottest competitors in the women's division, Miss Break the Ceiling Athena going up against the upstart Zoe Stark, who's been on a roll as of late here on the Orange brand. This is going to be a fascinating matchup. Very much looking forward to this. And keeping it with the women's division, these two qualified for matches against Bayley, but had to fight Bayley and each other a week before Supremacy. So now, one-on-one, Britt Baker, Mickie James, winner gets a one-on-one opportunity against Bayley. And then, of course, a match that could shift the entire galaxy again. One we've been waiting for a very long time. The Galactic Champion, Rollins, and the man of many O's, one of OCW's best upstarts, one of the hottest stars in the company right now, Moose. One-on-one, Galactic Championship on the line. That is our main event tonight. There's a lot of history going into that match. We will get there when we get there. And it's going to be a long road to get there. But I think, from the start with the U.S. title, everything in between, I think this is a great card. And I think this is going to be our week. I think we're going to bounce back from the national tragedy that happened 2 weeks ago at the hands of Adam Edge Copeland. And I think this is going to be the Orange brand's bounce back week. I really do. I really do. And when it is, I'm going to take that crown, I'm going to wipe my ass with it. He is absolutely mesmerized by my words. Well, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while he fixes his portal problems, we're going to get right into the action now. The history in this match, a little bit complicated. Of course, as we've said, Jon Moxley, a 3-time internet champion. However, a while back, he had a champions versus champion match against former United States champion Malachi Black. Now, Moxley beat Malachi Black, but fell one defense short of being able to cash in the internet title for a U.S. title shot. Of course, the rules are if you get the 5 successful defenses, you can cash in for a United States title shot. But if you get to 10, you get a world title shot. Moxley, unfortunately, 3 separate times fell short. But in an eliminator match just a week before Supremacy, Moxley, pinned MJF, middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3. And now Mox could finally right the wrongs of the past and become United States champion. MJF, though, coming off a competitive but ultimately losing effort, against Miro at Supremacy. And you have to wonder, despite the 2-week break, if MJF is still reeling from being in that game over. Of course, MJF winning the belt in one of the best matches this brand has ever seen. You know, went through hellfire and brimstone, had the shit kicked out of him. You know, it was almost like a gang initiation, but came out the other side looking like $1 million. United States title in his hand. The devil himself looking to successfully defend his title here tonight, but it's going to be a tough test.
Indeed, it is, ladies and gentlemen. MJF has all the potential and ability in the world, being a former internet and the current United States champion proves that. But Jon Moxley is known to be the interrupter of title reigns. I mean, he can't hold on to one for shit, but he'll definitely beat you for yours. And MJF has to absolutely worry about that here tonight.
And, you know, and that statement holds true because these two met over the internet title, you know, being in the pre-show at Break the Ceiling. You know, MJF losing to somewhat dubious circumstances. Cody Rhodes running the random interference. Probably payback.
That match went on a whole another 8 minutes, bro. Stop the cap.
Oh my god. Well, the people don't know that like there was like maybe 17 minutes of just them doing happy slaps that was cut from that shit. Oh god. Like breaking the fourth wall for a sec when we had to record the Break the Ceiling pre-show. Oh, it was fucking miserable. Like it's just they literally went to the top of the ramp, kept going back and forth,
and just sat there.
Like nothing happened.
Just trade moves, and they would go up or back about 6 inches, and that was it. Nah, bro.
God, that was fucking gross. But now Moxley looking for a prize that he hoped he could achieve with the Internet Championship. Now both these men going after different belt, the United States title. MJF definitely has his game face on. Got the belt floating off his shoulder, the aura of the champion. MJF, of course, no stranger to long title reigns, but this title reign could be an extremely short one if Moxley has anything to say about it. And don't forget, folks, this is just our opening contest. Shitload of action here for the fans of the OCW theater. And MJF could be the last time he sees that belt. And Moxley, well, he's been wanting that belt to be around his waist, over his shoulder for a long time. Will Moxley fulfill his destiny? We will see in our opening contest. All right, come on. Yes, we know they're both very sexy men. And we are underway. And Mox immediately the physicality, wasting no time going after MJF.
Shot to the back. Irish whip now. Oh, MJF saying fuck that.
And this is definitely a contrast of styles because obviously Moxley, one of the most physical wrestlers in the game right now. You know, MJF more of a tactician. You know, someone who takes a more, I guess, kind of calculated approach with how he does matches. These two styles definitely going to contrast a little bit here in this match. And honestly, it's probably gonna come down to who has that one move in the end. MJF springboard stunner.
Springboard handspring stunner.
And a deep cover, but out at one is Moxley. Again, MJF had to go through Hellfire and Brimstone just to win the U.S. title, needing the help of the Dynamite Diamond Ring to get there after taking both Bat and I can't remember if it was Sledgy or Kendo. I think it was Kendo, because those were overhead fucking shots, and they never do overhead shots with the Sledgy. I understand why.
No, because the person would die.
Yeah, again, I understand why. And Moxley taking down MJF and throwing those stiff rights. MJF already clutching his forehead. MJF might have more than he bargained for. And Moxley in full control of this match. And damn, I think an MJF somehow breaks Jon Moxley's bleed record.
Moxley punishing himself for not being the first to bleed, as you can see, missing that cross body there.
and he tried to make himself bleed by doing the dive, and he still didn't bleed.
MJF working over Mox now.
Imagine he wins and then vacates the title because he didn't bleed.
Jesus.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Like, imagine he does like a one-off appearance and like, oh, he's done GCW. Like, he makes like a one-off appearance and like, let's do GCW again. Like, wins like a light tube match, and he goes, and somehow he doesn't bleed. He's like, well, I didn't bleed. This wasn't the real match, so I'm vacating this. Another springboard handspring stunner. MJF showcasing that athleticism, but also again, you know, calculated moves. But well, Moxley said, "Fuck math, fuck calculations. I'm just gonna hit you really hard."
Oh, here we go. He's heating up.
Running bulldog, middle of the ring. Mox not going for a cover, instead picking Max back up. And what's on the mind of Moxley? Oh, God! And now Moxley, oh Christ! We don't see him up here very often. Leg drop!
Oh, leg drop.
MJF, you know, I don't know if he'll be able to mouth breathe ever again after that.
Mouth breathe. Oh, knee.
And again, it seems that in this match so far, all Moxley, but as I say that, here comes MJF.
He's not being put out to shed just yet. MJF has an opportunity here to make a statement because his record against Jon Moxley isn't the best.
Again, MJF wanting to retain that title by any means necessary. Moxley, though, going to do anything necessary. Here's the cover. A 1, a 2. Ooh, that was a deep cover. And Mox thought he had it. Oh, and MJF said you weren't even close.
Oh,
and Moxley just said, fuck you. Paradigm
shift. Cover.
1, 2. Oh, my God.
We know MJF has been known to take quite a bit of punishment.
And the fans loving this match. Fight forever for the opening match. I mean, you only get that kind of shit here on Pride. And Moxley possibly taunting MJF doing the Kenny Omega finger gun suicida.
Ooh.
Again,
Moxley pulling out all the stops that he can get.
Again, mind, body, and soul. And Moxley's still not bleeding. It's like he just takes out a blade. It's like, oh, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, I know that's how they do it, but like instead of being discreet, he goes, all right, I need to bleed, and just blades himself.
Right.
Now Mox throwing MJF back in the ring. Of course, Moxley well aware, that, count out gets him jacking shit. And now Moxley going for it all. Leg drop. Mouth breathing denied for MJF. And looking for, oh, no, another paradigm shift instead. Another pile driver. MJF's in the ropes, though.
Trouble.
And I did not like how MJF ragdolled after that landing. This could be it.
1, 2.
Yes, it is. New
3,
champion. Jon Moxley
Uh.
fulfills his destiny.
Finally, Jon Moxley is officially out of the internet title division.
And Moxley absolutely yanking that title. He's wanted to hold that over his head for so long. MJF, a short reign. Jon Moxley, once again, fulfilling his destiny in our opening matchup. And I do want to say, let's go back to Welcome Stream first. This is what happens when your stream deck dies, folks. You can't do things quite as fast. But I do want to say, hearty congratulations, to Jon Moxley. I guess the reason I didn't pop off is just because, like this was always coming. It's just this was always coming, but it was just setback after setback.
Can he make it 4 weeks? Is the real question. Can he last longer than a month? If he does that, then you can pop off. Because that's the cycle with Jon Moxley. He wins the belt, has it for about a month, loses the belt, and then you're just like, oh, well, yeah. All right, cool, I guess.
But that's when he wins the belt, when he's trying to go on vacation. like his first world title run was was solid, but then it was like every time he tries to go on vacation, it's like, hey, someone got hurt, or hey, someone got thrown out the company. Can you fill in? He's a company guy. What can I say? And Mox, obviously, he was a staple, a figurehead of the internet championship scene for such a long time. And it definitely does bring
months.
Months. Does bring a smile to my face to see him finally raising the U.S. title above his head. And I do wish him all the luck and hope he has an extremely fruitful run holding the red, white, blue, and burgundy. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, the first match in the prideful Tag Team Open. 8 teams, 1 winner. Winner faces RK Bro. And this is interesting, because Ace Empire is coming off, an interesting time in Faction Frenzy. FYEC as a whole struggled a little bit during the whole thing, but did manage to, make up some points towards the end. But Ace Empire have competed in some of the best matches this company has ever seen, and still coming out under the banner of Forever Your Empire Club. So it seems that even with everything that happened, no love lost between the group, which is good because I've heard there's some tension between some of the other ones. But Ace Empire put on some great matches, but just hasn't quite been able to win the big one, and in some cases hasn't even been able to win the match to get into the big one. And let's not mince words. Tanahashi and Will Ospreay, 2 of the best wrestlers on the planet right now, especially Ospreay. It's crazy to think that Ospreay is just now entering his fucking prime, and he's already done so much shit. But I feel their lack of success isn't anything against them. I think it just goes to show the high caliber of competition that's here on the Orange brand and in Overdrive as a whole. Speaking of competition, here's one of the best that WWE has ever had to offer. Imperium, who, honestly, Vinci's had a pretty good go of it singles-wise. But as a tag team, these guys have not been able to really find much traction. And with Gunther, still kind of lost after losing the Galactic title in one Final Symphony, it's been kind of a rough going for Imperium as a whole. But again, tonight is a night where they can start changing their fortunes. So many words. I am out of water. This is a national fucking tragedy.
Go get water. But now that Imperium have the opportunity, or at least I should say, Giovanni and Ludwig have the opportunity to prove that they can carry their own weight while Gunther is recovering from not being Galactic Champion. It all starts here. But these guys have had tag team opportunities in the past and have come up short. So can they prove that Imperium is still the head honcho when it comes to Overdrive Pride? That is what we find out here tonight. And I, for one, I think they definitely have the opportunity, but it's the execution that matters. I'm a very big fan of Giovanni Vinci. I think he has all the potential in the world to be a future Intercontinental Champion, or should I say, United States Champion here in Overdrive. But he's got to take the best of his opportunities, and I think that starts here tonight by winning this match. But unfortunately for us, Stanley has decided to put us through yet another tag team tournament that will probably go on for forever because God knows these guys don't know what it is
Hey, fuck
when it
you.
comes
Ow,
to
fuck my knee. I hit against the goddamn desk. Ow.
breaking up.
While eating M&M's. God. And pain has never tasted so sweet before. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait, no, hold on. I gotta do the bit. I gotta do that. Ah.
And there's the Family Guy thing.
I don't know if John watches this, but I feel like he would be proud. I'm convinced he and I are kindred spirits because, like, I've never met anybody else who could quote classic Family Guy clips like that.
It's him and that's all him, Shaq, and Jalen fucking do. Watch like the first like 5 seasons of Family Guy. Like in our group chat, like the night after you did that, for the next like 3 days, all they fucking did was just post random Family Guy quotes. And I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's 2 a.m. But it was like 2:34 a.m. And fucking, I was like, oh, that's the crust right at the end of the fridge. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Oh, meanwhile,
like, go to sleep.
Meanwhile, Ace Empire already down a man. Imperium doing a good job neutralizing Ospreay. Ospreay already back up, though. Tanahashi having to roll out, but right now it seems that it's all Imperium. Oh, and through the middle rope, Ludwig Kaiser taking out star Eric Guitar. And the president of New Japan, well, he's going to enact his executive order and beat the shit out of Ludwig. Now throwing rights. That clothesline in the back of the head. Ludwig seemed a little disoriented there for a sec. Of course, those punches just hit harder when you're the president. And honestly, Tanahashi might be going for the early count-out victory. It would mean dick for star ratings, but I respect the strategy. And Kaiser back up. And Hashi gonna get back in. Can Kaiser get up in time? He's up. Referee count of, didn't get to 9. That was a close call. Chop block now.
Distraction by Vinci pays off. Unfortunately, Tanahashi didn't put Kaiser in a situation where he'd be down long enough. Adrenaline played a part, and now match continues.
And Kaiser, doing the smart thing, blocking off the path for Tanahashi to get to Ospreay. And now Tanahashi about as far away from home as you could be, but fighting out of it. Oh my goodness, the strength of Mr. President himself. Shit, can we just have Tanahashi come out to handle the Chief?
Maybe.
No, it would have to be like a rock and roll remix, like and then you throw like a random Go Ace in there.
Go Ace.
Yeah, Go Ace. Or do you like go Ace? Yeah, I love his theme, but I love just like the Go Aces. Go Ace, Go Ace. Love that.
No, shit. Chance usually, I won't say always, because I'm just not a fan of the CEO and Mercedes thing. But usually, built-in chants and theme songs are dope.
Oh yeah. I mean, hell, Seth Rollins' whole theme song is pretty much just a chant.
Yeah, Sammy's is too.
Oh my goodness! Ospreay flipped inside out. Referee late to the cover. Tanahashi late to. Oh no! Oh, that's belief to the nth fucking degree in your partner. Christ.
No, for sure. I was like, Becky's theme is literally just woe.
Oh, God, when she came back at SummerSlam and I was there, oh, bruh. God, that shit was sick. Oh, Ospreay! Speaking of sick, what a kip up. Vinci's in now, but Ospreay going to work. DDT. And here comes President Ace. And now Mr. President getting some action in. Cover on Vinci. 1, 2. Ah. Mr. President, he kicked out. Now Tanahashi wasting no time going back to working on Vinci. And Vinci hasn't been in for a long time, but he's gotten the shit kicked out of him. What a recovery from that German and a drop kick. And now Vinci gonna do the Spinaroonie powerbomb, but the President fights out.
Cross body there.
Now Hashi. Oh my goodness! Fisherman's. Uh-oh. Could we be looking for a bill being signed into law? Yes, sir! Frog splash! What? Ah.
Nope.
Tanahashi clutching that shoulder a little bit. Possibly thinking about a tag to Ospreay.
Drop kick to the back there.
Maybe they'll go for their tag move, Executive Order. Oh my God. Here it comes. Here it comes. The Executive Order!
You mean the regular Devil Shorts?
Yeah, the Executive Order. Totally didn't just pull that out my ass.
Alright, yeah. And my middle name is Susie.
Elias Susie Storm? That's kind of one of the right instances where that's badass. Now Ospreay throwing up the one right in the face of Kaiser. Kaiser didn't like that. Gonna try to send Ospreay for a ride. Down he goes.
Drop kick.
Now Ospreay out before the President could even get there. And now Vinci getting back onto the apron. Kaiser and Ospreay still going at it. And Kaiser looking for punt kick to the face, and inside out goes Ospreay. And Ospreay's down. Ospreay's not moving unless he's reacting to the offense of Vinci. Vinci now stomping that chest. I don't know. Will Ospreay might be in a bad spot here.
Calling for something.
And oh my goodness, DDT.
What a DDT there. Ospreay may be in trouble. Cover.
And here comes the President.
Saving the day.
As presidents do. But Vinci still stomping on the sternum of Ospreay. I think Ospreay might be hurt. He's slow to get up. You see him groaning, agonizing in pain. He needs to get a tag to the President sooner versus later. Vinci, though, bear hug to prevent that from happening. And Hashi trying to break it up. Now Vinci and Hashi going at it again. Ospreay goes out and a snake eyes.
To the President.
Vintage Vinci right there. Alley-oop powerbomb.
Oh.
But not the legal man. Now Hashi's down, middle of the ring. Despite not being the legal man. Ludwig now. Wheelbarrow DDT. What a comeback by Ospreay. Now kick to the back. Ospreay now. He's got to get something going. He's got to get it going now. What does the Aussie Ace have up his sleeve? Oh, had something. But Ludwig sniped it out. But Ospreay snipes out Ludwig. I don't even know what words are anymore. Tag in. And Tanahashi.
Clothesline.
That was a weird angle on the clothesline, but did what it needed to do. Kaiser, though, looks to be limping a little bit as he tags in Vinci. The President and Vinci now. Uh-oh.
Vinci has him up.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Michinoku driver. 1, 2.
Oh.
That might be it. Oh. Ospreay would have been just a second too late there.
And Tanahashi, though, look at the president.
Gut wrench.
Ospreay's down. It's now 2-on-1 advantage Imperium. And Tanahashi trying to send Vinci off the ropes, and now Kaiser and Vinci jumping off together, playing mind games with the president. And sometimes
Tanahashi, yeah.
Sometimes when it comes
falling for it.
Sometimes when it comes to negotiation, you need that psychological edge. But as you said, Hashi not falling for it in the slightest. Oh, and now stiff shot to Kaiser. Kaiser feeling his left ear. That might be ringing after that. Here comes the Aussie Ace. You, brother.
Oh.
Eats a crossbody.
Cover middle of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, see, you see? That's good tag team wrestling. You see what Imperium was going to do in the event? That would have been 3.
I'm surprised that not
Why don't
everybody
more
does
people
that.
do that?
I is
More people should do that.
It's like the
I hope
animation
they
is
fix
rigged.
that. I hope they fix that next game.
Oh, what a drop kick by Ospreay, though. He's got to get something going here. Now tag back into the president. Tanahashi willing to do a lot in this match. Oh, including throwing a right and a kip up.
Maybe he was inspired by Okada, his former rival.
Of course, Okada successfully defending his title over on Overdrive Glory. If you watch Pride first, I was very happy to spoil the ending of Glory for you. You're welcome. Now instead of watching Glory, you could just watch this episode twice. Okay. Hey, anything to get the ratings up, eh? Which I did win last week. Well, not last week. 3 weeks ago. Tanahashi almost had Kaiser.
Cover, kick out.
And what's Tanahashi thinking now?
Suplex.
And Tanahashi trying to get it done with the basics. And Kev, what the fuck? And
Ace Empire has an opportunity here.
You're very right, but Vinci, wary of Tanahashi's style of offense, blocking that one. Now into the ropes. Drop kick.
Kaiser is back up, unfortunately.
And Tanahashi trying to get to Ospreay, and Vinci's just going to let him. Ospreay, DDT again.
DDT.
But now Ospreay having to run the power play. 2-on-1. And Aussie. Oi. What's he going to do?
Woo! Connects.
Far side of the ring. Does he get it?
1,
Does he get it?
2,
Ace Empire wins.
Will Ospreay putting the team on his back, bringing back out a familiar move. Stormbreaker connects. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, William Ospreay.
And Ace Empire, a much-needed victory. They advance to the second round. Bracket coming soon. Internally we know what it is, but just haven't had time to make graphics. Had to, legal team went on sabbatical. Had to go out to Los Angeles for some personal business. You know how it is. But Ace Empire, huge victory. They move on. Imperium continues to lose their footing. Very tragic.
Next up,
but what's even more tragic?
That Stanley thought would be important this week, but because he doesn't know how to book with faith.
What are you talking about? I know how to book with faith. I book my show and pray to the gods every week.
No.
What? Do I need a blood sacrifice or I have to cut myself?
No, you sacrifice a goat. What is wrong with you?
Well, I don't know where the fuck to get a goat, Elias.
There are places for this.
Well, I don't know where the places are. No one told me. No one gave me the GPS. No one gave me a list.
Well, anyway, Eddie Kingston will be facing former Internet Champion Darby Allin in a Prove Yourself match. Because that's what this is.
AKA what could have been, of course, Darby Allin, up until Supremacy, was internet champion in his second reign. Eddie Kingston winning a number one contenders 4-way match the week before Supremacy in order to get here. And Eddie, fully thought, this week he'd be going after the internet championship, but unfortunately,
Life doesn't always give you what you want, Eddie. Just like you're no longer Continental Champion, and after this Friday, probably no longer Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion.
Now, Mark Briscoe's 100% winning that match, and I have fully accepted that. And I like Mark Briscoe, so it's not gonna bum me out. Like, it'll be cool moment. It'll get you deserve it. Locker room will probably empty, but Mark does deserve it. 11 years to the day that Jay won his first title, only makes sense.
I really hope House of Black doesn't screw him out of the belt.
Oh, he is beefing with them right now.
That is correct. He just cost him a tag team title shot.
Oh, I remember, like, House of Black said they were coming after him, and Mark was like, "Well, you think I'm scared? I danced with the devil, and I taught the two-tap to that sorry son of a bitch." I love this fucking guy.
Oh, he's a dope dude.
Like, being from the set, like what I love about Mark and Eddie is that like they're like characters.
They are the epitome of where they're from, for sure. Yeah.
Exactly.
Eddie is 100% typical Yonkers motherfucker, and Mark Briscoe is definitely Southern boy to the T.
And Darby immediately going for an STF. But yeah, that's what I like about both of them. Like, their character is just them being themselves. Like, and just I love that. I love that authenticity. Now, I've said it before. To me, wrestling's the best. Wrestling's the best, obviously. Like, oh my God, what a moonsault by Darby. But, like, wrestling's the best when they make it feel real. And when the people actually doing it, like, are real, then it's just easy. Like, because Eddie's journey to become the Triple Crown champion, that was a real journey of struggling and working New Jersey parking lots. And just getting just everything like that. And with Mark, like, this is a real journey of, like, my brother's gone. I'm trying to figure out the world without him. Like, it's real. And Darby trying to go for a real quick victory, almost gets it. Darby's trying to end this match quick as possible, and Eddie already rolling out. Uh-oh, here comes Darby. Oh, Eddie sidesteps. What a move by Kingston, and that might be when he needs to get back into it. Now Eddie gonna try to have his way with Darby. Oh my goodness, hold on to that leg after the corkscrew. Now Kingston, the stomps. Kingston, another one of those guys, incredibly physical. He and Moxley having that great match, to determine the first ever Continental Champion. That moment, full circle for Eddie in front of his hometown fans. And now Eddie and Darby performing in front of the OCW Theater. Nebula loving this match so far. Darby stunner to get out of it. He's got Eddie in between the ropes, and what's Darby thinking next? Why would you try to throw a stiff left to Eddie fucking Kingston? You know what the results are going to be, brother. Oh, Darby trying to change the results. Slips out. Oh, punch to the kidneys now. Eddie, though, immediately battling out. Dude, tripping up Darby. Oh, God, springboard into a right hook. We don't see those kind of moves from Eddie Kingston that often. But that had to have some force behind it. Now, Fujiwara, armbar. A move that's made many a man tap, but Darby Allin says, today I am not that man. And now trying to go for the balls. Go for the balls again. Oh, Darby might be trying to end it here. Looking for... Oh, the coffin drop. And this is not going to look good for Eddie. A week out from the internet title match. Darby Allin. Maybe showing the world that he still has something left to prove as internet champion. Because let's be real, he just kind of made mincemeat of the #1 contender. Darby Allin, another solid performance. And now you have to wonder, you know, what Eddie Kingston's headspace is going to be going into his title match coming up on Glory in the near future. But Darby, at least right now, basking in the praises of the OCW Nebula.
I think Eddie Kingston has to go into the title match with the mindset that any given day, any given night, you know, he has to prove himself.
Yeah,
and unfortunately,
that's very true.
This week was not a week to gain momentum.
Nah, Darby Allin ended up being the one proving himself this week again. Maybe he's got unfinished business. But as of right now, he'll just have to look on, you know, sit in the back and watch the TV at an awkward angle to see how the match will go in the coming weeks for the Internet Championship. But at the very least, he can rest on the fact that he came out tonight and got a victory over the #1 contender. So surely, you know, Darby might be up for something sometime soon. But gotta move on from that, because ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to witness is a women's division match between two of the hottest, you know, female stars in the company right now. And camera refuses to cooperate, but whatever. Of course, first up, Miss Break the Ceiling, Athena. Let's see, what gear she's coming out in. Ooh, okay, we haven't seen her in this gear in a long time. But of course, Athena has a world title shot against Bayley anytime, anywhere. At this point, I think she's saving it for a big occasion. Obviously, the road to Wrestle Mayhem. We do have some pay-per-views and big events coming up. Maybe saving for that. Maybe waiting to see what happens regarding Bayley, Britt Baker, and Mickie James. Of course, that match up next. Baker and James going at each other to see who'll be #1 contender. You know, Athena has definitely kept, you know, her plans, I guess her path to the championship. She's kept that extremely close to the chest, you know, but in the meantime, it's been coming out, you know, had a couple of rough patches here and there, but is performing at an insanely high level right now. And you know that all these matches are pretty much just prep work for when she eventually gets that world title opportunity whenever she so chooses. But gonna be a bit of a tough test because one of Pride's newest signees has been incredibly hot as of late.
Yeah, absolutely. So Stark been on a roll, obviously. Wins here and there. And I think this is an opportunity for her to make her mark, make her statement, and try and show that she deserves to be Prideful Women's Champion.
100% an opportunity that could come to her in the future. What a big win this would be right now, standing right across from the woman who essentially holds the keys to the kingdom. And this fucking piece of technology, I swear to Christ. Ugh. Which I don't even want to blame like Elgato for this shit, because I just think I have bad USB ports. 3 of them have died on me this week.
That's tough.
Like those died. My Stream Deck seems to be dead. Maybe I just got plugged in somewhere else, but like my Stream Deck.
Yeah, I was like maybe plug it in one of the ones that actually work.
Like literally, so I bought like one of those like USB like extender things. Like you plug it into a slot and you get like 4 extra slots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And originally I only had 2 slots being taken up, but then the USB slot for my mouse died, and the one for my keyboard died too. And you want to know how much of a cluttered mess it's already back there with all those damn wires?
You're gonna have to buy another extender, it looks like.
I know, I don't wanna. I'll be literally plugging an extender into an extender.
No, I'm just buy a bigger extender instead. Like buy like an 8 one instead of a 4.
Very true.
Yeah, you don't want to plug an extender to an extender because then the whole thing is just gonna go up and yeah, don't do that.
That'd be funny though.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Athena and Zoe already going at it. And Zoe trying to take control after a hot start by Athena. And those two bump in the middle of the ring. Athena trying to go for springboard. Zoe, though, the power of Zoe Stark and dropping her on the top. Oh, Athena, though, wasting no time. Back to the springboard. Drop kick. And now off the ropes. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if you call that a DDT or what, but nice move by Athena. And she's got her ticket for the long way around. 2 bottles of whiskey for the way. But Zoe Stark says, I don't want company. In fact, fuck cups. And into the hardest barricade, the legal weapon itself. Zoe Stark not playing around. She knows how monumentous a win like this would be. And pulling no punches. You can see the sweat flying off of Athena as her head hit the barricade. And Athena taking some punishment, but still standing. Back in the ring goes Zoe. Zoe still standing, taking down Athena. Now stiff kick to the back. And another one. That's the thing with Zoe Stark. She's athletic, but she's also strong as fuck. Drop kick to the side of the face. Athena out at 2, but an emphatic kick out. Oh my goodness, wait! Oh my god! Zoe Stark hit it out of nowhere!
One.
Wow!
Oh, Athena kicks out. I thought that may have been it, honestly.
I was about to say, like, honestly, Athena doesn't really have anything to lose. Again, she still holds the keys to the kingdom. It's Zoe Stark who really needs this victory, and right now, Stark pulling out all the stops. I mean, obviously, Athena would love to have the positive momentum. You know, would love to, you know, go into whenever her match will be with solid wins under her belt. But Athena really nothing to lose here. But Zoe Stark, everything to gain. And I think that's why we've seen Zoe Stark come out so hard and, you know, so confident. Loving the resolve by Stark here tonight. And honestly, like, I mean, again, I booked this match because these are two of the best and brightest that this division has right now. And this is a stacked as fuck division.
No, for sure. Very well rounded on both brands. And Zoe, you know, trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Because obviously Athena right now is just looking like Dolph Ziggler before his cash in. You know, a bunch of losses, but none of that mattered because in the end, she can still become, you know, world champion.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even like. I wasn't like technically there for that, but that's one of my favorite WWE clips to go back and watch. Like like that's a special kind of pop because like I felt like not only did people want to see Dolph win it, but I feel like there was also just pure unadulterated hatred for Alberto Del Rio.
He had fans at one point. I think that was like that transition period where some people were still like, no, Alberto Del Rio's cool. He's the next Rey Mysterio. We didn't know he was a complete piece of shit yet. Oh, Planet. You know, after Zoe hit that Z360, I thought it might have been over, but it's been all Athena since then, honestly.
Nah, Athena, that quick recovery. And Athena, is she looking for the ropes for the Eclipse? No, gonna stay on the ground instead. Uh-oh. Now she's going for it. And there's a bad moon on the rise. Eclipse!
Yep, man. Full moon has landed, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2.
What a win by Athena.
Honestly, in my opinion, much needed win by Athena. She's got to start building back up momentum to make sure like she looks like a credible threat to Bayley. Because honestly, when was the last time we saw her win a match?
It's been a little bit, but it's also been a little bit since she's been booked. But I mean, you are right. much needed victory by her. I mean, again, I felt that not necessarily anything to lose. You know, I felt Zoe Stark had more to gain from that, but phenomenal match by both women, and Athena back in the winner's circle, which I'm sure will bode well for her future endeavors. But again, you know, she really hasn't given us any hints on if or when she's going to cash in. Again, secret she's keeping very, very close to the chest, so I guess we just gotta wait with bated breath.
Well, she's still got a few months, so there's that.
Yep, she has until, I don't know if we ever like fully established it, but pretty much if you don't cash in at Wrestle Mayhem, you're done.
No, for sure.
That's when we have the other two.
Unlike Money in the Bank, we do break the ceiling twice a year. It's 6 months. Obviously, break the ceiling is in December, and then the pay-per-view, and then the match is at Wrestle Mayhem in July.
Ish.
That's right.
We'll figure it out. We're totally not flying by the seat of our pants. We're professionals.
Indeed.
Speaking of professionals, this next match, two women, consummate professionals. Two women who, in their own right, have already broken ceilings and walls and just about everything in between. Right now, both women, just 3 weeks ago, were on the precipice of becoming Overdrive, Prideful Women's Champion. My bad. Again, a little bit of controversy going into that triple threat with Bayley. Obviously, Mickie James won an eliminator match, earned her right to that. But then, opposite day, number one contenders match, Britt Baker came out victorious. So, triple threat between all of them. And now, both these women fighting each other for a one-on-one opportunity that both of them feel like they're honestly owed, which, fair enough. And Britt Baker, once an ally of Bayley, of course, Bayley's opponent in the first ever match in this company's history. Meanwhile, Mickie James, has been part of some of the biggest matches in this company's history. Of course, part of the first three-way dance. Her presence in the locker room has been so very much appreciated. She's taken Roxanne Perez under her wing of sorts, and she has definitely emerged as a locker room leader here in Overdrive.
And now, the generational talent that is the 10-time women's champion, future Hall of Famer, Mickie James.
Well, future Hall of Famer in both brands, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Impact and WWE. She's already in the Native American Hall of Fame, actually.
I didn't realize she was Native American.
She is indeed. Oh, you thought she was just culturally appropriating shit?
No.
Yeah, have you not seen her in the full Native outfit before?
No.
Hang on.
Goddamn, our numbers are good. But anyways.
She's
Here we go. Semi-main event. A shot against Bayley on the line. Who's going to get there? And Britt Baker off to a hot start. And honestly, if I'm Britt, I'm going into this match with a type of ferocity or like anger, because you have to think about it. Britt, obviously, as I stated many times, part of the first match in OCW history, was Bayley's ally at one point and got absolutely nothing for it. And then finally, she thinks she's earned her one-on-one opportunity, a chance to right the wrongs, a chance to be in that big spot and get that win back over Bayley. But again, Mickie James just a few weeks prior won an eliminator match. So Britt did not get that big one-on-one opportunity. She did not get that chance to be in that big spot on her own. Meanwhile, Mickie James, again, she's been part of some of the most historic matches in this company's history. Of course, being part of the company's first three-way dance, first women's main event. And I know Britt, somebody of her caliber, she knows that she can easily be in those matches, but just has not been able to get there so far in OCW. So I feel like Britt comes into this match with just, again, just like type of ferocity that we probably haven't seen, because she wants that opportunity. She knows she's good enough, but just hasn't quite gotten there yet.
Indeed. But now's the chance to prove it. Now's the chance to silence any and all doubters. Now is the opportunity for you to show why you are the head woman on Overdrive Pride.
And oh my goodness! And Britt went for it all, got a lot of air, but Mickie just able to get out of the way. Here's a deep cover by James, and an emphatic kick out by Baker. Again, Baker, did not come here to play games. And now Mickie, okay, good. I was about to say it. That's a rookie mistake. And a regular DDT, absolutely turning Baker inside out. Oh, trying to throw a wicked clothesline and misses. Britt now, what's she thinking? Oh, hands to the face. That shit's gotta hurt. Now Baker, elbow drops in the knee. Ooh, I like Baker's strategy here. Again, Mickie James, the Mick DDT. You gotta get a little bit of hang time for that. Trying to take that out. Trying to take out some of the power of that Mick DDT. I like where her headspace is at. Well, I didn't like it there. Roundhouse kick. A 1 and a 2. Ooh.
Not enough, ladies and gentlemen.
That was one hell of a kick. I'll definitely give Mickie that.
She's known for using her legs.
Honestly, though, you look at this match and, I don't know how old, Britt is, but, obviously,
30?
I feel like AEW has not done everything that they can do with Britt Baker yet. I think
No,
Britt,
definitely not.
Britt still has, she's already had a great career in AEW, but, I really think Britt's going to be on her way to a legendary career in that company.
Yeah, Britt's 32.
If she's got time.
The downside.
Oh, super kick. Wait a minute. Super kick. Oh, wow. Anyways.
The downside of Britt is the fact she kind of popped off too early. And now people are like, oh, we're tired of seeing Britt Baker. When realistically, she's been injured or out for a good part of her AEW career. Right?
That's very true.
Because after the Lights Out match with Thunder Rosa, she was injured for damn near 8 months to a year with her foot, and so she was just always on TV with the Rebel shit.
Oh shit.
And then she wins the title, holds that for about.
Oh my God! The hang time on that. Hold that thought.
Cover 1, 2,
Mickie James.
3. Mickie James wins, and if I'm not mistaken, is the new official #1 contender, correct?
That is right. She will get a one-on-one shot with Bayley. Mickie James, a chance to add to a legendary resume. Anyways, go ahead and finish that thought.
Yeah, but and then she wins the title, and she has that from Sheeta, and she holds that for about 8 months, and then she loses it, and now people are like, oh, Britt Baker's overpushed, Britt Baker's blah, 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 this and that. Not really. If you think about it, she was carrying a dead division.
No, 100%.
You gotta think about because Riho was missing in action, after she lost to Nyla in the rematch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nyla's champ, and then Nyla loses to Sheeta. Sheeta carries the brand by herself for over a year, and then Britt's in the background doing other stuff while she's injured, building up the rest of the women's division. Because Ty Conti, no offense to Ty Conti, Anna Jay, and everybody else, because Chris Statlander was on and off the injury list too. So next big person was supposed to be Chris, but she got hurt, and then you get Jade, and they introduce the TBS championship. So then all those slightly credible challengers are now dealing with Jade as fodder to help her look better. So that's where the Chris Statlanders, the Julia Harts, the Anna Jay with more experience, the Ty Contis, the Willow Nightingales, all those started to get fed into that when they got introduced to the company. And then there was nobody really for Cheetah or Britt to face besides each other. So they kind of went back and forth a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
and then they would feed like randoms, and then we get introduced to Ruby, and then Ruby gets fed to Jade, and then she tries to go after like whoever's women's champion, which would have been like Britt slash Jamie at the time period and shit like that.
I still like. I get putting it on Jade, but I think Ruby should have won that first TBS tournament. To me, that was her tournament to win.
Yeah, I agree. Like I also think Ruby should have beaten Jade. I think Athena should have beaten Jade. There are a lot of people when Jade was on, because Jade left fucking what 65-1 or some shit.
Yeah, and literally like her last match, like, and I will say Tony did give her a good send off. She had like the Alpha Kappa Alpha entrance.
The AK entrance was dope.
Everything. Her gear was great that night. But then literally, like, I hated how like quick it was, where it was just like, all right, who's next? And then Chris comes and squashes it. Like to me, like, I know why they did it looking back, because Jade was ready to go. But in
kayfabe, it was to catch her off guard, and she was caught off guard, which makes sense. But I don't know. I feel like you could have pushed that off a week. A week wouldn't have made a difference.
Well, like,
she still would have been on.
All In was a month away, though. Is the crazy thing?
But you could have done that in the main event of Dynamite. It's not like we haven't gotten title matches on Dynamite.
That's true. But like, my thought process at the time was like, why not wait until like All In, and like I think Jade was ready to go, which fair enough. But I think Jade sticks around for like the next month and a half, however long it was, to All In. That's the perfect stage to have like this big Herculean streak, be broken. That's the perfect stage for it, if you ask me. Now, I know, granted, the All In card that year was already like really stacked, but like,
Jade,
to me, that's where
Jade
you do
was
it.
63-2. She won 6 tag matches, 2 trios matches, 52 singles, and then she lost 2 singles matches. That was it.
Lol. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we digress. That's a topic for another day. But, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to give you a little bit of a history lesson. So, after everything was said and done with the draft, obviously Seth Rollins, first overall pick for the Orange Brand, had high expectations. He has met those expectations and then some. If you remember, he stumbled a little bit out the gate. He had the qualifying match for the Galactic title at the draft, did not qualify, getting pinned by Tommaso Ciampa. But a huge breakout during that time in the draft and beyond was Moose. Moose had a huge breakout, because one of the fastest rising superstars in OCW. But at one point, Seth and Moose met for a #1 contenders match. Seth went on to cause a galactic shift when he beat Gunther. Then they went back and forth. But as Seth and Gunther were fighting over the belt, Seth Rollins accepted an olive branch. He lured Moose in, giving him promises of opportunities, and Moose played along. Moose and Drew McIntyre helped Seth out in his quest to recapture the Galactic title. And it seemed then everything was hunky-dory. And in fact, after Seth recaptured the title, he let Drew and Moose fight a #1 contenders match. Well, this is where things get a little bit hairy. The feud between these two men is filled with false promises, broken friendships, and Wichita, Kansas, which we will never return to. Seth screwed Moose out of the #1 contenders opportunity, and then after defeating Drew McIntyre has not been seen on programming since, or at least.
Oh shit, you're right.
Or at least not in a major way. Moose, meanwhile, despite being sent to the back of the card, picked up a huge victory over former Galactic Champion Gunther when Gunther issued an open challenge. And then, things got even more hairy. Opposite day. The one loophole, because Moose got sent to the back of the line, but the one loophole, the only good thing Elias has ever done for this brand was give
Wow.
Moose
Wow.
I said this
That's
brand. I didn't say the company.
That's insane. I also gave you one of the best women's matches you've ever gotten in that three-way dance between Britt, Mickey, and Bailey, because I made sure Britt got an opportunity at a title. It ain't like, come on, come on. And then because of that match, which was because of me, you just got another banger in Britt versus Mickey 1-on-1. You're welcome.
I did not say thank you, but Moose finally an eliminator match.
Insanity.
In an eliminator match, got a shot at
You
Seth
also
Rollins.
have your best thumbnail in company history because of me.
Okay, that's true. Last Meat Standing is the best thumbnail we've ever done. Honestly,
That's a good one. I wasn't even talking about that one. I was talking about Fly. If it wasn't for me, Fly wouldn't be a thing.
Fly. That shit's so funny. Fly. It's just MJF doing a backflip. I love that shit. But anyway,
I was like, this is good, but this is how you make it better.
Yep. Okay, I'll give you that. But anyways, so now Moose, he's had to wait. He's had to bide his time and wait until after Supremacy to finally get his chance. But tonight, Moose could do what Rollins did so many moons ago and cause a galactic shift that could shake this entire brand to its core. But remember, he's going up against a two-time first overall pick, Seth motherfucking Rollins. It is not going to be an easy task. But if there's anybody who could dethrone Seth Rollins, I think we all believe it is Moose. And ladies and gentlemen, Ryan's in the ring. The competitors are ready. The fans are in a frenzy. Our main event is about to get underway. Okay, good. You guys cut his mic on this time. Thank you. And of course, first up, the man of many O's. He gets the pyro for a reason. He is Moose.
Has the opportunity to make history here tonight, not only ending the reign of the Galactic Champion Seth Rollins, but being the first ever African American Galactic World Champion, and tying Ricochet with the fact that they are the third ever champions of their respective titles, both being African American. The first Overdrive World Heavyweight Champion was Okada. Second, Otis. Third, Ricochet. Moose has the opportunity to match Ricochet here tonight with that feat.
Exactly, and Moose walking in the ring the way he always does, stoically but with a purpose. And of course has a little burst at the end. There he goes. Woo! Of course, Moose, one of the most athletic big men in pro wrestling right now. Former offensive lineman. Swear to God, it's always football players. Outside of like Goldberg, like football players have made for some of the best pro wrestlers.
Corbin, Roman, Dwayne.
Like it's football players and it's amateur wrestlers. Like those guys.
Mike Corrali played football, and he didn't do the best.
But ladies and gentlemen, of course, Moose, his mortal enemy, the man who gets fire for his pyro. The first overall pick for the Orange brand, two-time Galactic Champion, Seth motherfucking Rollins, showing his supremacy over Okada 2 weeks ago. One of the few things that we actually have to hang our hats on from that night. But that's besides the point.
Crowd serenading him to the ring.
And again, Seth Rollins has cost Moose so much. Cost Moose an initial chance at his title. Sent Moose back down the card. Had Moose scrambling for months. Even with Moose's win over Gunther, it was still a bit of a struggle. You know, Moose not making much headway in battle royales or anything like that. But you know, Moose is a very resilient soul, and he's managed to bounce back. And so far, he's made good on the opportunity given to him. Though, something interesting to note, Jon Moxley won the U.S. title earlier tonight. He and Rollins reunited for a match against Moose and Angelo Dawkins right before Supremacy. You have to wonder is Moxie going to play a role in this match? Are those two in cahoots? Was that just like a one-time 2/3 Shield reunion? We don't know. But what we do know is that is the Galactic Gold. That is the pride and joy of the galaxy. And according to Supremacy, that is the Superior World title. And Moose eyeing it down and also eyeing down Rollins. I mean, you know, when he finally got his hands on Rollins on opposite day, how cathartic that must have been to spear him out of his boots multiple times.
I haven't seen Moose look that mad at somebody since Joe Hendry made that song about him.
All right, y'all. I know there's clips to go with that. You'll have to send me that.
So good.
And listen, listen. We have seen Moose kill a man in front of his wife and child. Like, this man will do whatever it takes, especially when he's pissed off. And
but
Moose,
low-key, that's probably my favorite thing in Impact.
And Moose, he might be seeing that belt later. Rollins may never see that thing again. Ladies and gentlemen, the main event, several months in the making. Moose, Rollins. We are underway, and Moose immediately. Oh, Rollins catches him. Hits him with the right, and Moose already goes down. Seth Rollins had that scouted and then some. Trying to use the aggression of Moose to his advantage. And Rollins already out to an early jump. And obviously, Rollins has no love lost for Moose.
Not at all. I mean, obviously, Seth Rollins, in my opinion, has been afraid of Moose since day one. He's been ducking the man. He's made sure that every opportunity that Moose could possibly have to be in a one-on-one situation with Seth, he could prevent it. And we saw on opposite day what happens when Moose could get Seth Rollins by himself. It was a dominant showing for Moose. A spear and a taxi demiser put all the doubt to rest.
Roll up. Oh.
Cover. Rope break though.
Anyways, you were saying?
I do believe Moose, now that he gets Rollins for the championship one-on-one, unless Seth pulls something out of his ass, which he's been known to do, Moose walks out, the new Galactic Champion.
Oh my God, and Rollins had to pull that way out of his ass. What a maneuver.
Man. And Stanley's dying from this pollen allergies.
Yep.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, drink your water.
I had water and I had to refill the Brita filter. I refuse to drink tap water.
Buddy, if you would just buy a pack of, like a 24-pack of bottled water.
And Rollins off the top rope. Here's the cover.
They would say to you so much time and effort. Because you would know you would only have to drink it when the Brita filter is empty, which wouldn't take that long because it just needs to cool itself.
And Rollins, DDT.
You probably buy 24, maybe even a 30-pack of water every 2 months.
And right now, Rollins in control. Moose tried to come back, but he whiffed, and Rollins still in control.
That or buy a second Brita filter.
Now Moose. Oh my goodness, what a chop. And Moose. Oh my God, a splash!
Double filter splash.
Not the double filter. the DFS.
Clears your lungs out. Oh,
and Moose. He used this move to beat
outside.
Otis. Oh my God!
Man.
God!
Oh man, there's the 1-2.
Okay, it wasn't that. Moose just did a regular power bomb to beat Otis. And last meet standing.
Seth Rollins gonna be feeling that one tomorrow, and the next day.
Oh, he's going, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Mr. Rollins' phone call, and the next day, and the next day.
That bit is so fucking stupid.
I love that.
Jumping knee.
That's low key one of my favorite episodes. Oh,
Moose,
now Moose.
Fuck you and your knee.
Ragdolling Rollins, and now a cover. Oh. The ragdoll for the championship out at 2.
Kick out. I think first finisher hit wins the match, honestly. They both just suffered some punishment.
And Moose
Running power slam.
running power
Running
slam.
slam.
And now
Moose.
going for another double filter.
Cover, Moose.
Nah,
Realize your dreams. No.
nah. Moose knows that's not enough. He
Oh,
knows
no.
it's not
Good corner.
enough.
Top rope.
Oh.
And I think he should have taken advantage of the opportunity. Seth Walker.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
And yep.
Oh, no.
See?
Pedigree.
This is why you take advantage of the opportunities you're given. Cover.
1, 2.
Two.
Oh, my God. Thank
Moose
Christ.
kicks out. Saving himself.
Moose
Oh no, he's in position.
hanging on by a
He's
thread.
in position.
A splash.
Nope. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Middle rope. Stomp.
No one
Oh,
kicked out of
no. It
Not
might
a
be
single
Night
star
Night
kicked out of
Moose.
this. 1, 2,
No.
See, he had gone for the cover. Would have won the match. You gotta be extra.
No.
I gave him the opportunity. I put him in the best position to be Galactic Champion as a friend, and he failed.
Damn you,
This is
Seth.
why I didn't draft him.
Damn you.
This is exactly why I didn't draft him. Can't close the deal. That's why it took him 6 years to be Impact Champion.
And it might take that long for him to become Galactic Champion. Seth Rollins was dodging Moose for so long, but manages to eke out a victory. I'm sad. I'm actually sad.
I'm not. I'm just disappointed. Silver Fighter. He had the match won. It was done. Man hits the running power slam. He hits the double filter splash. 1, 2, 3. End of the match. He's like, no, I need more. Send him to the ropes. Put him on top. Goes for it. Counter. And then Seth Rollins pedigrees his ass. Kick out. Throw him to the corner. Avalanche stomp. Falls in. Not a single professional wrestler has kicked out of that move.
Nah, the Avalanche stomp, one of the most brutal moves in Overdrive right now, and you have to wonder, is this Moose's one and only opportunity?
Probably, knowing the way you book.
Well, we shall see, but Moose is gonna have a lot to think about on the car ride home tonight, and I'm probably gonna cry myself to sleep.
Tragic, ladies and gentlemen, but another exciting. You see the sheer difference in magnitude of the endings of those title matches. Miro does his absolute best. I'm talking about we're sure Miro has this. Rainmaker kicks out. We're like, holy shit, what a match, right? And then Okada, being Okada, just says, fuck it, bitch. We'll run it back. 1, 2, 3. Okada wins, still champion. But you left that match feeling satisfied. This match right here, you're just disappointed in yourself. You're like, why did I sit here and watch this? Why did I believe that my fan favorite could do it again? This feels like the end to a WWE pay-per-view, and then you see the little logo in the corner and it fades to black, and you're just like, fuck, I just wasted 2 hours.
So pretty much any time Roman Reigns was in the main event.
Exactly.
Oh,
you turned Seth Rollins
that's brutal.
into the tribal chief. Look at you.
Well, no, it's not even tribal chief. I turned him into I can, I will, / believe that, / my yard.
That's not even. Yeah, that's the worst version. People are like pissed that Roman is tribal chief is winning. Y'all don't remember the days when Big Dog Roman Reigns was winning matches he shouldn't have been winning. That shit was gross as fuck. At least now the tribal chief has fans and shit. Big Dog Roman Reigns would win shit. We would just boo his ass.
He literally had a promo where he said 5 words. He was out there for 15 minutes.
He got booed for 15 minutes straight. They said, it's my yard now.
And couldn't even say it with gusto.
He said that shit casual. He wasn't emphatic. He wasn't like, cameraman, look at me. It's my yard now. He was like, it's my yard now. Throws the mic. That's it. That's after he beat The Undertaker. Imagine how y'all gonna feel when he beats Cody in a blowout rules match. Y'all gonna be sick as fuck. I'm not. If I've already come to the realization that WWE doesn't give a fuck about my feelings, but I just be watching this shit to laugh at it. And it makes my life so much better. But anyway, yeah. Good job, Pride, for bringing the fucking mood down. We had a great show. And then this shit happened.
Well, I'm gonna go jerk off and cry. Good night, everybody.